Hey guys, welcome to Bolt from the Blue Tarot. My name is Sam, and today I was guided to pull a lot of decks. I shuffled them all up, and then I asked about the order. What I'm getting is we're going to go T-tab and maybe one tarot deck, and everything else is justified. Don't get the message on these, I think. So we're going to hop in, and I honestly think this could be the whole message. I was guided to pull a T-tab before we even started. It says, love is the ultimate law of life. Love is the ultimate law of life. And there's some sense in which everything that follows that is just everything that can be taught about spirituality or anything else, about the fundamental truths of life. They're all just expounding on this idea, right? The love is the ultimate law of life. I'm getting really big ups for that, end the reading here, but we have a tarot deck. We should use it for a tarot reading. A message, please, Spirit. You've given us the fundamental one. Let's have a variation on it, or a flavor of this message. This one. Oh my God. All right, guys. I think they really aren't going to give me any more. It's truly that love is the ultimate law of life. What I could do is pull cards on my own steam, right? Just like whatever feels right to Sam the human. No matter what, we can make a story here that reflects how love is the ultimate law of life. But that's the whole reading in some sense. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes I'm put through these little lessons, these little stories, so that I can relay them to you guys. I've been doing this for like 20 minutes prepping for this reading, and there's part of me that is frustrated because it's like we built up to this. You know, it feels like there should be more. It feels like we should have to do more. It feels like there should be more to say, but I don't know. All you need is love is what's playing through my head. I think I'm being asked to expound just a little bit. So I will extemporaneously say that someone here may be in a position of trying to discern what is true. Fundamentally, about how they should behave or about the nature of the universe. This could be very broad or it could be very narrow, like how to behave in a specific situation with a specific person. But there's a very useful teaching. I'm something of a spiritual pragmatist, if you guys watch my videos. When I say useful, I mean it in the spiritual sense that I have learned about it, that people speak about that word in the context of Buddhism and mindfulness. It's like, does this thought serve me? Does it serve my highest self, my loving nature, or is it, that's what makes it useful. Like, is this a pattern or a thought that I want to feed that makes my world a better place to live in? Or is it not? And that would be not useful, right? And it can be hard to navigate the world when you're like, I don't want to judge it. And deciding what is useful and not useful is much more about discernment, right? It's more about like what is aligned. But anyway, there's a very useful teaching that there is only really love and fear, two fundamental motivations or underlying principles. And, you can see these as a spectrum, like a sliding scale, if you like, or, a sliding scale that folds back onto itself. But really, a good way to ascertain whether something is useful or not is to question whether or not it is motivated from a place of love, whether love is the seed of this action, or whether fear is. And this can be very, very subtle. There's actually an excellent lecture from Ariel Gatoga. I highly recommend his lecture series, whether or not you're into like the main substance of his channel. I would put aside any preconceptions or prejudices you have about his channel going in, because he is a man who relays spiritual lessons very, very well in ways that are useful to me, and they may also be useful to you. Fear is not of God, of spirit, of source. Fear is delusion and illusion. We are fundamentally safe. We are fundamentally abundant. We fundamentally have all of our needs met. And in a paradoxical universe, if you move from that space of love, that space of knowing that all of these things are taken care of, that you are fundamentally safe and abundant, etc. When you know this in your bones, it will be the case. It can't be otherwise. And even if you temporarily have less than you would prefer in any department, you will always be given what you need. There's a very real sense in which love conquers all. In that lecture, Ariel talks about the Kabbalistic tree of life. And love is represented in sphere 7, which is called victory. And this is the fundamental truth. Love always wins in the end. You can't stop love. You can only appear to have slowed it down. But that's just a limited perspective. You know, there's this feeling that I'm having now of under delivering for someone who was expecting like a tarot reading with cards. But this doesn't come from a place of love, this feeling. It's an egoic thing, and it's based on fear that I won't live up to some expectation, right? When I know that love is directing me to make this video exactly as I am making it. And to make it in the faith that it's exactly what someone needs, even if it's not exactly what they had in mind or what they thought that they wanted. I don't know, guys. Love is all you need. You know, you can prepare and plan and shuffle and reshuffle and then be told that as long as you're moving from love, you'll be successful. And not your ego's idea of success that makes it look good or flashy or accomplished, but one that actually accomplishes. In ways that you can't imagine. All right, guys, I hope you have enjoyed and gotten what you need out of this. Is there anything else, Spirit, you want me to? No. We're good. Take it easy, guys, and know that I love you so much. Exactly the way you are. Exactly the way you are. Take care.